Hello, my name is Sinara, and this is Root and a Real Life podcast, a podcast about immigration, motherhood, identity, and how to build life between cultures. Uh, I came to the United States. I decided to come to the United States in 2005. I finished my school in Brazil in the agriculture degree, and I had already few people from my school who used to come here for United States for exchange program to work in the farm for 18 months. I decided it was possible for me, and it was always a dream as I grew up to come and work here. I think every people from other country have that dream to come and work here. And in March 2005, I did the application for come, but unfortunately back then was very expensive, and I did not have the financial to come because you need the visa, the association who brings students here. It's very expensive and didn't work for me. I didn't have the money. And in June 2005, um, me, my mom, and my brother, we had a property that me and my brother inherited from my father when he passed away. Then we decided to sell that, and it was kind of hard sale because it was something he built for us. He bought when he bought, he taught on us like, and we sold that. Was sad, but was for a reason. And I'm a big believer of everything's coming for a reason. And gladly work, and I had that money, and I apply in June again, and I wait for a while, and came the answer that I was accepted in the program, and that's why I came in the really shock, like it's real, I'm going. And then they let me know what state I was going. They told me, "Oh, you're going to the state Wisconsin." I even didn't know how to say Wisconsin. In Brazil, a lot of times you use the W as like we say Wisconsin. They would say they use the V song, would be Wisconsin. It's a word the way we say there. And the only thing I know about Wisconsin was about the Titanic when the Leonardo DiCaprio telling the move. He was from Chippewa Falls, if I'm not wrong, Chippewa Falls in Wisconsin, and it was very cold. And one reason I really know that I watched Titanic 18 times, at least 18 times that I can remember. I count was 18 times, could be even more. What's kind of crazy. Um, and another fun fact too is I came from the state of Minas Gerais, and Minas Gerais is known for the cheese state of Brazil. And I moved to Wisconsin, who is the cheese state from United States. It was kind of, and I didn't realize that. It's funny, I didn't realize that. And so I was visiting Brazil, and on my way back, I was talking with an old American guy in the plane coming home, and he said, "Oh God, that's kind of funny. Did you plan?" He thought I planned to move from the cheese state from Brazil to the cheese state of United States, but I kind of discovered that so late. I discovered that was about 2 3 years after I was living here. I even never put in that really together. Then came the day I for me come to Chicago was the last couple of days of August because I got here was September, and I never went inside the airplane before or airport before. And I was excited, but at the same time, I was scared because I was leaving everything behind. I had just one suitcase, like I left one suitcase, like I came with one suitcase, and the courage I even didn't know I had. And it's like a lot of people was like, "Are you really doing that?" People thought I was crazy doing that, leave everything behind and come. It's like I was. When you're in the 20s, I think we don't think much, and sometimes that's very good. Sometimes because we get old, we overthink too much. Um, and we had the flight for Chicago, and it was 9 hours flight. And I don't think no one told me. when you in the plane, and it like was my first time. Oh my god, my ears was super super hurting, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if you take a medicine. I didn't have medicine really, and I didn't know what to do. I was a little panicked, but then it's like, okay, just calm down, try to sleep. That's pretty much like the flight from here. I remember. I don't remember much. It's a night flight. Probably I fall asleep or something, but I don't remember much. I don't remember much. I don't remember much the part and Shu gets here. Maybe it's because the part I had a little more excitement. I don't really know. And then we got to Chicago early in the morning. Then the association took us to a tour around the lake in Chicago, but it was very quickly. And we went to DeKalb for a couple of days. What DeKalb I think is a little outside of Chicago. And we stay on the university there for orientation, how things gonna work, do social work, social security for us, because we as we work here we come, we get a little salary, but we have to pay taxes too. And we did all the paperwork, and we got the day each one. We came in 15 people. We came was 12 guys and 3 girls, if me. Mostly those programs is more guys who coming here. And we went to the farm. I remember was a bus ride. I don't remember the bus ride from Chicago to my final destination. And but like I thought it was weird. The bus I remember a little like because it was kind of weird. I was kind of scared because the bus in Brazil is very different. Brazil back then and still now people use a lot of the bus. What here they don't use much. Brazil, like it's very common people use bus even nowadays. But it's like how can I explain? Bus in Brazil is a lot of like more. It's better than it's like a business class here or depend the plane like not the local like domestic one would be like first class I would say, and some even turn like as a bed as a first class. It depends on what ticket you. They have little sections, and I was scared here because it was a lot of. I don't know. It was different. Maybe because where I came from, I feel scared too, and but it was fine. I made it to my destination. Uh, Another thing I thought was pretty weird in the bus, back in the bus, little here. In Brazil, we have a really bus stations like we have a for you guys here would be like more the airport. You go to the bus station is look like a airport kind of little but not kind of little, and here it was weird because it's like you need to jump the bus stop is like McDonald's or somewhere kind of weird. Then come to McDonald's. My bus stop was at McDonald's, um, and the I jump was rain cold, and I jumped there and was like, oh my God, I don't see nobody here. I was like, did I get out? I passed my where I was supposed to get out, or was the next stop and I jumped one stop before? And back there we did not have cell phone or anything where you can call, and I couldn't speak English either because I came here. I did not have English. I came here for one suitcase and no English and just a dream in my bag. And that's what I had. And um, then was rain. I'm the bags outside McDonald's, and it's like, okay, nobody's here. Did my host family forgot me? They were a little late, and like they forgot me. Did I jump in the wrong place? Like, what I gonna do now? That's when heat like is real. Like, it was no turn away back. I had to. That was like was my reality shock, if I can say that. But then feel like was so long, but probably was like 10 minutes, the max 10, 15 minutes they're late. And I was just there, little wet. I stepped a little on the corner of a McDonald's so don't get wet, but um, I was fine. The farm was run by a father and son. Is a old farm. The farm been at the. I was like amazing how you guys here keeping the history, your background of your family. The farm been in the family since 1853. what in later episode, if you guys want to know more about the farm, just let me know. Um, and I came, was like, was everything beautiful. I was feeling like, oh God, I'm inside the move that I watched before because it was fall. All the trees was beautiful. This old farmhouse, and the first day I didn't work. I was just setting my stuff and see the people that was gonna live with me. We are mostly Brazilians. What made very hard to learn English because I didn't need English. Like why I wanna. I always say like you sometimes need like for you do stuff you really needs like to be sometimes when you're the point of I need to survive. That's when I forced myself to learn English, and was when a lot of another students from European countries was start coming to the farm, and I had to learn because I need to socialize, I need to communicate it, and I was too kind of comfortable where I didn't have to speak or write or anything, um, and that's how like I was forced to learn kind of English, and that's the reasons I came to. And at the farm, then I start working the second day I was here, and was milking cows, feed cows. Oh man, was a hard work. I never, I'm a hard worker, but was a physical work. It's like I never worked that physical before. And we start like 5:30 in the morning, and some days we do almost 12 hours. My job was like I wake up, feed the calves 5:30 in the morning, go milk, then sometimes go home, and afternoon go feed the calves again. And some days I milk like from 5:30 to 5 in the afternoon, then feed the calves, then go home. And I didn't realize how physical was, but the worst was not the physical, was the feeling of like I'm here but I'm not. That isolation, like I don't know, explained. I think it is like I think a lot of immigrants have that little, and then it was fall and it was beautiful, the trees and everything. Then came the winter. Oh, the winter. I was so wanted the winter for see snow. In Brazil, we don't have snow, and it was beautiful. Like the first time I saw the snow, I was going 5:30 to work. Me and another girl, and I thought she saw the snow before. I don't think she saw the snow. It was her first. She came in March, and I came in September. Uh, and when the light we were in the skitter, the little tractor, and when the light hit the ground, I was like, look like a glitter, all the shine frozen. Like I was feeling like, oh my god, this looked like a Disney thing, like a move. It was so magical because I never saw it. I was like, I was so excited my first snow, and like, and as a student back then, I remember it was no phone. I remember I had a little Sony camera, and like was photos and go print the pictures. That's how it was back then because it's gonna be like 21 years ago almost, and it was just beautiful. But I always say for people, winter have two faces. Winter can be beautiful, magical, like you feeling like you're on like those Christmas move, but that's the good side. You see, the bad side it is most of the days gets dark early and the sky is gray. For me, this was very hard. I came from a tropical place where we don't get to where I came from. We really don't get to winter, um, and it was very hard because I started feeling depression. I start like be sad. I call many times my mom. I want to go home, but at the same time, I know I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to be defeat or like go back and say for everybody, "Oh, I couldn't do. I fail," or that was not me. And I'm the person. This is gonna sound super weird for you guys who was born here. I can handle the cold, but I cannot handle the gray and the gray sky and the like that look like a sad day. Uh, Even when I was working outside at the farm, I was doing very well. Could have been as cold, but I need the blue sky and the sun. Uh, that's me. Is like my husband's just another way. He would read like the great days, but of course he's born here and like used to. But I still like after almost 21 years, I need the sun and the blue sky. And I know the sun and the blue sky, that means is the coldest day. Then almost the end of the winter, the farm was run, like I said, between like if a father and a son. I start chatting more a little with the son, who is now my husband. And we start kind of chatting. It was not like dramatic. It was like, oh my god, it was like was just like was going like we even didn't saw kind of happening. And I married my husband, who is was the son of the farm. Today is just him at the farm. Uh, and we've been married for 18 years. Um, we have two boys, and we got married in 2007. And what was very hard, like one thing I would say was very hard when I started dating him. That's another part, like immigrants is kind of a little hard part too. A lot of people thought that I was dating for papers for green card. What was never. I know a bunch of visas you have ways to stay legal here without get married. Um, and the problem I kind of had a little was a lot of Brazilian students, was the students in general, and everybody thought I was, and especially between Brazilians was little this like I wouldn't say it was kind of jealous. I don't know, was kind of, but like we everybody was so insecure. We were looking for approval or oneself, I would say. That part was a little hard because I feel like I felt kind of alone because everybody's like, okay, she's having privilege, she's dating the boss. But I always make sure and so clear, like I did not wanna when I was work, I was employed there. When I clock out, I was the girlfriend. I always made very sure to be like that. And everybody thought I was getting paid more. I was getting privileges, what I didn't at all. My day off, if I would get privilege, I thought my day off should have been Saturday, but my day off was Monday. My day off was always Monday. We had one day off a week, and it was always Monday. I always get the worst schedule. We are very careful how to do and things for don't have problem in the house because I was living with the people full time there. But even then, I kind of I felt lonely. Uh, but it's fine. I think it was because we were so young, didn't know much what we were doing anyway. I think that's it for today. I did not came here for looking for a husband, but then I start a life. I have a family and my two boys. And what I can say, even I've been here almost 21 years, gonna be this fall, 21 years. Um, I a lot of times I feel I I don't feel like I belong here, but when I go to Brazil, I don't feel I belong there because things changing too. It's I think a lot of the immigrants feeling like that. You it's like I go there, I want to come back, and I'm here, I want to go there. Is this I don't know if you guys have before. They have this little. I'm gonna post on Instagram. Is a tangerine with a garlic clove. It's like you fit there, but you not belong there. A lot of times I feel here like I fit here, but I'm not belong here. But in Brazil too, I go there. It's like I fit there, but I'm not belong there. I think that's it. My next ones is gonna talk about like how after married, how why I end up uh, adopted the boys. I think that what how was the process of adoption? How was the process of treatment to get pregnant? Um, just stay tuned, and I hope you guys like. If you guys have any question or anything you guys want me to talk a specific or curiosity, just go follow me Instagram and send me a message there, and I will get in touch with you and let you know if you have any question or curiosity to see um, to know something. I think that's it. Thank you. And that's it. It's very raw here. It's my first time doing this. I hope you guys like, and see you next time. Thank you for being here.